So let's start, right?
Sure. So I don't know if you've all seen the launch of the the Falcon Heavy from SpaceX. It was like pretty amazing. You see like this rocket going in the air, and then it opened, and there is a car inside, and the car starts flying through space, going like towards Mars. That was so exciting. I mean, have you seen it, Rachel?
Yeah, has anyone seen it? Do you guys know what we're talking about? The David Bowie song in the background and everything? Yeah?
And so since then, I was like, I really want a car like that. Okay, I guess it worked pretty well for them, and I was like, how can I get a Tesla Model X? And so that's really the question: how am I able to get this car? Because that's what I want right now.
Well, for me, even if I wanted it, I don't think I can afford it, Pierre. I'm sorry.
It's like $79,500.
Well, yeah,
according to internet.
We don't make those salaries yet at my startup. Maybe you do that at Finastra, but I don't know, like maybe check up on your bank or something like that. Maybe there's an Alexa app that can help you figure that out.
Okay, well, let's give it a shot then. Let's ask Alexa, right? So, Alexa, ask Finastra Bank if I can purchase a new car.
Sure, I can help with that. How much does the car cost?
So it's $79,500 US.
Crazy.
To provide you with the information, I would need your 4 digits PIN code.
So that's to access my bank. So it's 5789.
Thank you. Your PIN code is correct. Your checking account balance is $5,500 and your saving account balance is $15,300.
Not enough,
Unfortunately, it seems like you don't have enough funds to buy a new car.
Okay.
We do have great auto loan rates now. Would you like me to set up a loan for you?
Wait, she can do that? Yes, sure.
Do you authorize me to run a credit report for you?
Yes.
Can you confirm the last 4 digits of your social security number?
3112.
Everyone write it down?
Thank you. Let me ask you a few questions to validate the loan process. Do you still work at Finastra in the same position?
Finastra, yes, same position.
Great. How long would you like the loan to be? 3, 4, 5, or 6 years?
It's $80,000. Take the longest.
Yeah. The longest, 6 years.
Okay. I was able to get you a personalized loan for 6 years at 1.9% annual percentage rate. This would cost you $1,236 per month for 72 months for a total payment of $80,992, and there are no finance charges. Are you okay with the terms?
Sure, let's do it.
Great. The loan is in process and will be validated in the next 5 minutes. Do you want me to text you the information?
Okay.
Great. The message is on its way. You will also receive the T&C by email and will be asked to digitally sign the loan documents. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, no, thank you, Alexa. You've been wonderful.
You are welcomed.
Okay, well, everyone congratulate Pierre. He now has a wonderful debt of $80,000. Way to go, Pierre.
But I have a new car. So
but you have a new car. So what we've been able to see here in this demo is a combination of a lot of systems that are talking to Conversation.one to provide with this information. We had checking on account balances. We had authentication process to make sure that we're really talking with Pierre. We had a second authentication process checking on the social security number. And we actually were able to complete a full application process to grant Pierre with the loan that he was expecting to.
And produce a document. And what's interesting here is like, you hear the conversation and the way it went, the different questions that were asked, like, are you still working in this company? How much is your collateral? That's exactly the kind of question that you want when you create a loan. And all of those follow the US regulation, meaning that the credit check affirmation and all of this is exactly the kind of step that you need to follow the regulation to create a loan. So it's not just a conversation, it's a conversation that is exactly what's needed to create this kind of loan.
Mm-hmm. And what we've seen here using our platform is an Alexa solution, but the same functionality is now available for all of their clients on Google Home, the Google Assistant, on a Facebook Messenger bot if they'd like to enable it, on their own chatbot, on a texting solution, on a voice bot in their app, and also on a phone assistant. So instead of going and chasing your tail after each device, you can just do it all in one place and let us take care of that. So again, on our platform the way that it works, but you could play it the way you like. What we do is whenever we identify that there is a silent from the user side and we know that he's not closing the session, we do a reprompt. So we ask you, do you want to hear this and that? Or would you like me to tell you about this? So this actually also gives you a timeout or a place where you can introduce new features that you have. One of the most challenging thing around voice is that, maybe also different from chatbots and definitely website or mobile is you don't have anything that you can show, right? There is the Alexa, the Echo Show and all that. You can take advantage, but in general, to think of it, you have to provide the user with the certainty that it can ask you things. So those spots are actually very useful for that. Textual conversation and continuous conversation across all channels. So definitely, I always say that it's never just one point. So we start with Alexa at home. We go into our car. We have our phone. There are so many things that I always remember when I'm driving and I can't do. So I can take it on my phone. I can get to my office and start it on Cortana on my computer. So it's very important to keep that continuity. Provide multiple authentication factor layers. So it could be in the form of a one-time password. So that's when you log in first, you provide with that 4-digit PIN code, and then you have it. A second layer of authentication could be in a form of a one-time password that is being sent to your mobile phone. And then only after you provide it, you can complete a process. It's also a matter of user experience. You don't want, if you're going to ask me for every time I'm checking on my balance to go and check my one-time password, I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to go to my phone. Exactly. For a loan, for checking on my SSN, stuff like that, I would definitely go and I would appreciate it as an end user to do that. The platform is already ISO compliant. We're doing SOC 2 right now. GDPR is just a process within it. This is the Conversation.one dashboard. We are web-based. It's open for everyone. You don't need to ask me for access. You just go on Conversation.one, or you'll just go on dashboard.conversation1. You can create your own account clicking here, or you can just log in with Google. I have an AI engine that actually helps me to improve the response rate of the automatic result when the user is asking it. So basically what it means is that we're collecting samples from users that are using the system. The more samples we collect, obviously, the better the system can respond. And we're capable actually of improving that responses by more than 100% per flow. But let's start from the beginning. So we built the platform. It's open for everyone. And we also decided we're going to focus on financial institutions. So we built a 3-step wizard that walks you through the process until you actually get an application at the end. So we'll choose the industry in which we operate, and by choosing banking, I'm actually choosing a set of a couple of dozens of questions that are relevant for banking. So it could be anything from general questions like what's the exchange rate or ATM locations, but it could also go as deep as checking on my balance, transaction, applying for a loan, getting the rate, transferring money, paying a bill, canceling my credit card. So all of that is already built into the platform. One of the other things that we did, and then again, Pierre actually talked about the problems of APIs that companies are experiencing, especially financial institutions. Some of them don't have access to their APIs, or if they have access to their APIs, it's very difficult for them to use it. We've integrated with an API aggregator, and we are constantly connecting to more core banking solutions like Finastra to make it easier for you as the bank to connect to your APIs. So I have the business logic, I have the APIs, and now I'm choosing the devices that I want to support. So again, we started out actually with Amazon and Google. Very fast, we understood that conversation is not just voice, it's a whole strategy behind it. So we've enabled also chatbots and texting, and you could use a phone solution, a messenger. And we started also integrating with live chat solutions. So one of the things that it's very difficult with chatbots, sometimes they don't understand us and then you're just losing the customer. So handing over to a real person who can continue the conversation. And not only that, continue the conversation and also know what the user said before. How many of you experience when you talk to the IVR and then you get to the representative and then he'd ask you all over again the same question of who you are, what you're asking, what's your address. So you want to avoid that situation, and the platform is providing this. So ta-da! A magic. The conversational solution is not ready to be tested and deployed. I can check it here, and I can ask for let's do the nearest ATM. Let's see where we can all go and get some money out. So I can go and ask different questions like the ATM and information.
The closest ATM at ATM Express 7167 Worcester Highway,
Yeah.
Newark, New Jersey, Newark. Bon voyage.
You see, she's funny also. Yeah, she can also say bon appetit. So we could do like general question, and then there was a question about how we do the authentication. So if I'm going to ask, what is my, oops, I'm so excited. Let's do just what is my account balance. I've muted her, so we'll have some peace and quiet here. But this is where the user is actually connecting their own account, and then they go through the registration process, and they can continue. They can continue and actually get information about their personal data.